So this is Abbott Elementary, season 5, episode 1. It's titled Team Building. And the season drops like October 1st, which is a very good time for everyone because school is in session. We're all settled into our routines, and giving us Abbott is a nice start to the school year. October for me, I personally have not seen seasons 2 through 4. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch those. I personally had to skip seasons 2 through 4. So I'm gonna go back and watch those. Due to my uploading situation, I will still be uploading seasons 2 through 4. It's just, taking more time than expected because remember, I am a home daycare provider slash home child care slash family child care, preschool, whatever you want to call it. That's me. I provide care to the little ones, and I do an exceptional job at it. This season begins with the teachers in the break room, their favorite spot. As a teacher, I appreciate them having the break room stocked, with food because I worked at a preschool. Shout out to Woodland Child Care Development Center, and they kept that kitchen stocked. So we were able to go and eat at work during lunch or breaks or whatever. Although I work from home, I try to make sure that my kitchen stays stocked for my staff. I try to make sure they have their basic necessities or everything that they need to have a good day, right? Because the teacher's happy, the students are happy. So give them some food in their break room. Actually, we find out, unfortunately for those teachers at Abbott, the donuts are actually a year old. And someone has been living upstairs because he falls through the ceiling. I don't know, bro man, cousin, I don't know. But he falls through the ceiling and he just gets up like nothing happened. Like we didn't just watch him fall through the ceiling. Y'all could tell me who this teacher is because remember, I haven't seen season 2 through 4 and he definitely was not in season 1. So Barbara is in her classroom getting ready for music class. The lunch man is in the cafeteria and he has a new stove. Ava is dating a new person from tech and she is so in love, she's so much in love that she's created a slideshow presentation for the teachers because, as always, if Ava don't do anything else, she's going to be inappropriate. I find it hilarious that after 6 years of being a principal at the school, Ava still has no couth. Story time. We had pajama day at the daycare that I was working at. I won't even say the name. Everybody's supposed to show up in their pajamas at school. And a lot of the times, the biggest things that we worry about is if someone is going to literally roll about the bed and come to school not fresh, or dirty or whatever. But we look and we don't judge, but we're going to judge this teacher. This teacher decided to take pajama day to a whole new level. And she came to school in her negligee. She did. She really did. The director, who wasn't very nice, but she was polite, I believe, for that situation. She politely sent that lady home to get the rest of her clothes. We was all confused, like, okay, is you cool? These kids, this ain't like they have, I don't know about y'all neighborhood, but I do recall a couple of partying events being like show up in your negligee or show up in your slutty costume or whatever. But you in preschool, you a teacher. I am personally very I care about what the kids see me do. Not just my preschool kids, but my real life kids. Like if no kids like it's like I'm here, I'm this person here, but then I'm this person there. I don't know. But yeah, that was wild. After watching Ava's slideshow, I'm glad that Jacob has finally said to her that was inappropriate. Ava introduces Mrs. Howard to one of the new teachers who has actually been one of her old teachers. We all know that from the first season, Ava was feeling like she was getting a little bit worried about getting older. So now that one of her first grade students is now a teacher, everybody is confused about how she's going to take that. Anyhow, Ava continues the presentation to let everyone know that Mrs. Sheminsky, aka Melissa, will be moving from second grade to teach middle school. She will be teaching seventh grade middle school math, and Miss Teets, also known as Janine, will have a combined classroom of 40 students, in which Ava says she hopes that teaching the 40 students will break her. And then they all look over and they notice there's a suit there. And the suit is who they call the person from the district, the school district, who was dressed in a suit. Melissa isn't too fond of the suits because, she don't like authority, period. And then they all learn that they have to do a mandatory team building activity. Teachers already have so much to do in a day, so no one is really happy about this upcoming team building experience or any of the activities. They begin to play the game that everyone plays. It's like, I don't know if you're like higher up, that's the game that they're given. It's basically two truths and a lie, or name something that we all know about you and something that we don't know about you. Meanwhile, there is a gas leak in the kitchen, so everyone has to evacuate. Suit has everyone continue the games outside, and Barbara has been talking to her old student, now teacher. So Janine is a little jealous. We know Janine loves to be the one who gets the attention from Barbara. The junior high school teachers are giving Melissa mess, and she's not taking it very well. And then in the parking lot, Gregory is teaching Mr. Johnson how to ride a bike, and at that very moment, he falls off the bike. If you all know anything about energy, or you heard me talk about energy, it travels. So the minute that he falls off the bike, someone else who is being blindly guided walks into a car. Remember, Melissa's over there getting berated by Jacob. He's teasing her for not being strong enough for the seventh graders. And she's not handling it very well. A firm believer that energy travels, which makes me think a little deeper. For instance, the fact that your life is full of energy. And one thing we know for sure, if you live, you're going to. So if you are physically sitting with someone and it's game over for them, where does their energy go? Energy is constantly being transferred from thing to thing. Energy is constantly moving. So these are just questions that I have sometimes. Nonetheless, I'm sure that many of us have witnessed how energy travels. There has been many occasions in my childcare home where you can see it firsthand. It's like this kid over here starts crying because the kid hit him, and then instantly someone over there across the room gets hit and they're crying, and then something else very similar happens, and before you know it, everybody's crying and everybody's hitting you. Like, what just happened? Why why did you all just beat each other? So one of the things that I felt you just have to learn to do is to create energy shift. A lot of times I might have a student who wants to just cry, continuously scream very loud, and it's like because the Lego set they was working on fell over and a couple of pieces snapped off. So they're continuously screaming, or maybe they didn't get their way, or the toy that they want. Instead of engaging, or for me to becoming upset, or my heart rate rising, I immediately use a deactivation tactic or skill that works. But when I shift the energy, I just take a deep breath, step back. I realize that whatever this is right now, it's not me. That I can self regulate myself so that I can exude my positive energy of love or happiness or contentment with the rest of the group. Sometimes that can be after I calm, because immediately as a parent, if somebody cries, you kind of cringe, like, what's going on? But I've learned to calm down and offer a hug or offer coloring and do anything that I can to help change the atmosphere in a way that is comfortable for everyone. Melissa is reconsidering teaching seventh grade because of Jacob. Throughout this episode, Janine was trying to find her place because, you know, or at least hopefully we all try to reflect and think about what and why we're here and what we're doing with or in our life, and or maybe even what's our purpose. So Janine realizes that her place basically is the teaching teacher, okay? At some point, Gregory and Janine began dating. I, I think it's episode season 2. But I think that they are a really cute couple together. They're not overbearing. It's like elementary school in front of the kids appropriate. They have a chemistry, but it's not overbearing. They're a cute couple. Gregory teaches Mr. Johnson how to ride a bike. The entire school is excited about that, and they're all cheering. And they feel like, yo, we just worked as a team. He taught him, we cheered him on, and with that, they're like, we completed our team building activity because they showed that we can all be team players. With some group persuasion, all the teachers get sued to agree that they completed the team activity. So one thing about it is I review Abbott Elementary because I relate a funny true fact. I, as a teacher, was never really taught how to say elementary. So a lot of times, no, for all of my life, probably up until I started reviewing Abbott, I would say elementary. And then I was like, am I saying that right? So I a teacher that can't say elementary right. Responsible for the youth. Anyhow, yes, I review Abbott Elementary because I relate so much to Abbott. It's a feel-good show that's extremely funny. I like to be able to watch a show where I can enjoy it and I can laugh. The way that Abbott connects to my family daycare is with my home daycare slash preschool slash whatever you want to call it. I can tell you, it is so rewarding to have your students work together as a team, or to have people working as a community, or for your family working as a family. When everybody's on the same page in a unit, it feels great. But finally, the fire department, I guess, came out and they let Ava know that there was a gas leak and they fixed it, but it killed a bunch of mice, which is good too. But there was a problem with the HVAC system and they're going to need a specialist. I hope you enjoy watching my video. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and keep coming back for more. Bye for now to my tens and tens of friends.